Well, I believe this may be the final testimony of the trial. Now, counsel, the defense may proceed with the cross-examination to drag this out.
This looks very conclusive. 7 videos later.
Yes, Macarena, let's do it.
Hey, Macarena.
How is he doing?
I don't know.
Who voiced her?
I don't remember. Hang on. Wait a second. Was it me?
Yeah, that's you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second Greatest Attorney Game Case 2. We're about to start our first summation examination in this game. All the jurors are silly. That's all we need to know. I don't know if you actually read that last before we ended the video last week, but you know what? That's okay. People have eyes, right?
I did read it.
Okay. Yes, my lord. I'm sorry, the two...
Shamspheare jumpscare. Okay, yeah.
Alright, so let's go through all these. Let's see.
All the jurors are wearing hats.
Man, it's sign of status. Come on.
Why does she look like the mom from Mary
Okay,
Poppins?
what does she mean for now? Hold on.
Nothing's come out.
Okay, you're not gonna help us right now, sir.
I don't think he's gonna help either.
Okay. I'm curious to know what she's referring to, where she's like, for now. Hold it! What do you mean for now? A fraudsman? What do you mean by that, madam?
It really is a most tiresome problem for the company, most irritating. We can be absolutely certain that a customer is stealing from us, but without hard evidence. We can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued.
I'm sorry, you lost me a little there. Who are you?
I'm the wife of Augustus Altamont, owner of the Altamont Gas Company.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh, so Mr. Meterman's boss's wife.
Good gracious. Altamont Gas, you say?
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe, but proper handling is essential. As I'm sure our employee from the East End branch office will be first to agree.
Absolutely, Lady Quimby. Gotta be used properly. Altamont Gas is the best in the world, of course.
Her name is Quimby?
Queen Bee. Remember the whole bee motif?
Yeah, I get that, but I'm still hung up on the fact that her character design looks a lot like the mother from Mary Poppins.
No, she's not. She's the queen bee. Come on, keep with it.
No.
I think we may have solved the mystery of the bow from earlier, Mr. Naruhodo.
Right. He bowed in deference to his employer's wife, did he? Did he? Oh, so would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meanerman was watching what Mr. Shamspheare was up to in his room...
I'm afraid there's no end to the lengths the population of the East End will go in order to steal our gas. So I really have no choice when the company identifies somebody as a possible fraudsman.
Oh.
But to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night, we're very thorough in our investigations.
So you mean Mr. Shamspheare is...
I wouldn't come out and say it in public, but you can finish the sentence with a grubby little gas thief.
I'm scared of
She's
that.
got a nice little parasol. Let's go. Be design.
You have noticed the public gallery in here, have you?
The eye of man hath not heard.
You shut up.
The ear of man hath not seen. Faith, wilt thou wound me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin? But seraphs hear not insults, only choirs of angels in song.
So has he been like cupping the gas or something?
Case closed. He was getting high off the gas. All right, everyone. Let's go take a
All right,
reset.
everyone, back it up. Back it up.
Case end.
We may not have evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around until they find it.
Get it?
I get the joke. Look at my parasol. I get the stupid joke, you commoner. And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights in ultimate gas explosion.
Damn! Do not mess with her. Understood. So Mr. Shamspheare has been stealing gas.
Judge, I'd like to call for a recess. This juror's impartial. No, I mean, not impartial. You know what I mean. I think we should reselect our jurors.
Unfortunately, we can't do that. It's against the law.
I wonder.
My textbook says otherwise. But okay.
Yes, well, Lord Dracula says otherwise.
We're not going to argue with Lord
going
Dracula.
places.
We're not going to argue with Lord Dracula here. I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement?
My pleasure. Was it a bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoy?
Yes.
A little before the part about abject violence, if it's not too much trouble.
Yes, of course.
This could be it. This could shift the balance.
I think the balance has already shifted the moment she was. Okay. She is guns a-blazing right there.
I'm waiting for her. I'm waiting for her to like cock the umbrella.
No, this isn't Genshin Impact.
The victim puts on a fine performance, but in reality, he's a common thief of my company's gas.
Okay, we're going back to Juror 1, because Juror 1 is all like, yeah, there's no reason. Okay, yeah, I don't know about that anymore, sir.
Let them fight.
Well, there are plenty of people in London who seem noble but poor. Couldn't some of them also be liars?
I've no doubt about it. Like that shaky client of yours, for example.
Absolutely not. Mr. Natsume is no liar.
Look, the point is, the only thing that passed the victim's lips that night was that Japanese man's teeth. When you take the gas man's testimony into account as well, the truth couldn't be any clearer.
Well, that's alarmingly logical.
I roll shelter. I feel much calmer now.
I mean, in fairness, this is like probably the most logical guy that we've seen thus far in both games, because he was technically right about everything in Case 3.
Oh yeah.
Bold of you to assume I remember anything about Case 3.
You got to voice a funny guy who was definitely not the killer.
Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
But let me be frank here. I'm a gentleman with a gentleman's values. If it turns out that the old Shakespearean chum is a rotten liar after all, I'd gladly change my decision about the defendant.
All right, you got it. Write that down. Write that down.
And I'm sure my fellow gentlemen on the jury would do the same. Isn't that right?
Well, yes, perhaps. Though I don't see it happening.
Dude, you should have heard this whole conversation. You're sitting right next to her. You should have heard the whole thing.
They were playing Genshin Impact on their phones. They weren't paying attention.
Oh, you're one of my effing rivals, huh?
What's that?
elderly gent on the end here, you know. You'll have to speak up.
Look, I really don't care about all this nonsense. I just need this trial to be over.
Why do you keep getting calls for these?
I don't know, man. This is supposed to be like a random choice, but I get picked in here all the time.
Who are you?
How many gentlemen do we actually have on the jury, then? None. Alright, sir. I may hold you to that. Don't forget what you said. Alright, well, thanks for telling me that. Oh, he changed his name.
Alright, if you can show me that the victim's a liar, I'll reconsider my position.
Alright, well,
Okay.
we're going to do that.
Let them fight.
Objection.
Oh god, I just remember I'm definitely afraid of bees.
Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good gracious, to whose statement do you refer, counsel?
Juror number 1.
Eh? What are you yelling about, lad?
I presume you've heard juror number 4's statement? Made by the wife of the owner of Altamont Gas.
Well, yes.
The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man, in fact turns out to be a common thief.
So the good lady says, but there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard them say as much.
It's true. We don't have evidence as such. Just yet. But the claims aren't baseless, you know.
What?
You heard me. Seeing as his operation has already been compromised, I would suggest the court hears the testimony for our East End branch office employee over there.
I'll do whatever you say, my lady. Gasman's honor.
Juror number 1, you say you're a man of your word. If I could show that Mr. Shamspheare was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt.
Yes, I did say that. And as a man of honor, I'll hold to it, as I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will.
Me? Yes. Now that we've all found out the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to consider the matter further.
Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what you've all been saying. So if this means you'll recap a few points, that would suit me down to the ground.
Oh no, I'm not having any part of this. I want this trial over and done with.
In that case, I shall change my leaning.
God damn it!
So, Mr. William Shamspheare, if that is your real name, we of the jury demand to know exactly what kind of man you really are.
Juror Flush is like, God damn it, I don't want to be here anymore.
Why did she even go, oh, this guy's totally guilty, if she was just like, wait, no, I'm suspicious of that guy from the first... What?
That's 4 jurors. 4 for not guilty.
Yes, Miss Naruhodo. Victory!
Order! Order! Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defendant's summation examination, the jury's leaning has changed. Now only 2 jurors say guilty, whilst 4 say not guilty. I therefore declare this court to be in a state of disaccord, and order the trial to continue.
You're
No,
number 5 over
disaccord.
there like, God damn it!
I know.
No. Discord is the app we're using to record this. Oh, she didn't like my joke.
Nope.
I don't like you either.
The app you're using to record this is Discord.
Yes?
Get it right.
But if you were to be like, I don't know, like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh, He would pronounce it discord.
Okay, but none of us are piglets, so...
You don't know that.
Oh my god.
Neither do you, good sir. You have spoiled the bouquet, Mr. Shamspheare. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim.
What, hear no evil, see no evil?
But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. So God mend me, I do swear. This gas man speaketh that which concerns him most, naught but gas, naught but thin air. Aye, it burned bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul.
Oi, what did you say? Do I take it, Mr. Shamspheare, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery?
Does he? I don't know. I can't understand what he's saying.
How do you even steal it?
Most heartily, my lord. Hast thou forgot? I am as a seraph, an angel. Noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily, honest of heart.
Ah, you flowery-mouthed, pompous beanpole. Just 'cause I haven't got the evidence yet.
Don't hurt yourself, please.
Look, I either do this to myself or him, and I don't want to get arrested.
Is he?
Yeah, you're already in court.
One way or another, someone's gonna die here.
I'm wondering if he's doing that because that's what happens at work when he's not doing something. Because he's like, it's like a habitual pulling. Like someone up higher up is pull. I don't know. I'm wondering. I'm just wondering why he's doing that because that seems like an awkward motion to do to yourself. So, Mr. Shamspheare, if in fact you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom. If anyone can make sense of his testimonies anyway.
It is my considered opinion that at the present time, no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case.
What? Wait!
Huh?
Hold on, what?
This
We
judge-
just did the thing, and
Oh.
now you're just like, whatever.
I'm learning that the judge is just tired, I guess.
I guess.
He's just tired of this shit.
Look, listening to that man, my brain is all screwy. I don't even know where I am
understand
anymore.
completely, your grace, but still. Also, oh no.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for this court not to pursue this point further.
Objection!
Then maybe you should have let with that. I'm so sorry, your grace.
I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas and this case are unrelated.
Juror number 4.
Yes?
Didn't you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him?
That's right.
We do.
Don't we, Walker?
Absolutely, Quimby. Gasman's honor. Very well, then. We will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shamspheare, has been stealing gas. Yes, my lord. It'll be my pleasure. On the ultimate...
If I may, my lord.
Go ahead, madam.
This Walker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take a stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if he wouldn't mind.
Wahoo! Oh yeah, sweet as honey. Yeah. Very well. As an exception, I shall honor your request.
Thank you, my lord.
You wait till the boss gives you an earful. Oh, it's gonna sting, you mark my words. So, you will both testify, but...
You alright?
Yeah, I just got interrupted by my mom shouting.
That's alright.
On the subject of the illegal consumption of the Altamont Gas Company's fuel.
Yes. Is that clear, my good man?
Clear as Altamont gas, my lady. Which is the clearest in the world.
That might not be good.
Don't worry about it.
Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Mrs. Sato?
I know why you asked the person stealing the gas.
I have to concur with that. Which person are you talking about, Mr. Naruto? You're talking about the worker, Shamspheare, or the boss?
Yes.
Well, I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Naruto.
And she just casually gets off the jury stand.
I mean, she's fine though.
She is fine. The Ultimate Gas Company's investigation.
And she's not wearing a swan, so she's already better than the last proper British lady we had on the stage.
I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Altamont gas meters accept thorough penny bits, each coin giving customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas.
And yet, the meter in Mrs. Shamspheare's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though, and the collection agent has the only key.
That's a weird spot to put the comma, because I believe it's supposed to be been tampered with, though, and then a pause. But,
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
paused.
that threw
though.
me
I
off,
was like,
yeah.
okay.
Interesting.
I think I know what they're going for, but yeah, it was weird.
Somehow he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is?
That is kind of sus. Oh, he actually drank his wine! Whoa!
Right, forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my hallowed chalice.
Shut up.
It's alright, we all need a drink after this. But what do you mean by that remark, Lord Van Zix?
Did the mustachioed Nipponese poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or didn't he? That is all that should concern this court, and yet now we must listen to this abhorrence.
Look, the faster we get this done, the faster we can get back to the rest of the case. All of this is relevant. Shut up.
Clearly what separates the vast British Empire and your eastern island nation is more than geographical distance.
Baby, you're the
Damn.
narrow-minded one here.
But this could turn out to be crucial testimony. The cross-examination must go ahead. Oh, there goes the wine bottle!
My leg!
Do what you will.
Lord Van Zix appears to be in a violent mood. He just maimed 2 people.
Yeah, I'll say, you got my freaking eye right there.
Yes, he does. So what's better, the prosecutor physically attacking the defense, or the prosecutor attacking the gallery?
The gallery? The defense knows what they signed up for.
Oh, so Francesco whipping Phoenix Wright is perfectly fine.
Yes.
Oh my god.
The gallery should have known what they signed up for there in the splash zone.
I would sue if this wine wasn't so freaking delicious.
An attempted poisoning and an incident of gas theft with no supporting evidence. It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at a first glance, but I wonder. The truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places. And the first step to uncovering it we'll need to establish just who and what this man really is.
He's an alien.
You know what? I could agree with that.
It's the ending of Mega Man 2 all over again.
God, dick.
Okay, I think it was the third one that I was kind of curious about. Like, there's no coins. Couldn't find any coins.
Hold it!
Out of interest, how long has this been going on?
Weeks and weeks. He's been pinching off gas off us for ages. And you've examined the meter in Mr. Shamspheare's room, I take it.
Naturally. We took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb.
And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume.
No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible lock. The Shamspheare Special.
Dang. That sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3-penny pieces.
But even after all that, the rascal's meter was still empty.
I'll never forget the humiliation. When I opened up the money box and found it bare. You what? I said, you what?
You what?
And the look on his face, that smarmy smile of his. I pulled the meter straight up the wall and took it back to the office. But you know what? Nothing!
Damn, okay.
Nothing, not a trace of it being jammed open anywhere. Not a single sign.
Yeah, I'm really convinced that motion is just higher ups doing things when something bad is happening.
And what's happening to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day, that's what.
A life-threatening situation in a number of ways. Incidentally, what became of that meter?
Nothing became of it. I've still got it.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh! No wonder they call you Meter Man.
I think it would be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing. Oh wow, this has actually been a while. I apologize. If you've been wondering what I've been doing, well, I've been doing a notorious thing. Something so dangerous that gamers will know. And for
Who are you?
Breakers. And no, it wasn't drinking. It was egg hunting. I don't know who you are. I'm in perfect cell.
Oh.
And now I'm gonna make the note to drink you after this.
No, don't do that, please.
Anyway, buy Dragon Quest Dark Prince. It's a really good game. Anyway. Gas meter. A meter that dispenses gas for a set time after a coin is inserted. It sports a very strong lock, developed especially with Mr. Shamspheare in mind.
Definitely. Although at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it.
Let's move this along, shall we? Continue with your testimony.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're
Wait,
gonna, we finally got
he's
stuff.
not doing what I think he's doing.
What?
Putting the coin on the string, putting it in, and then pulling it back out.
Maybe?
Also, not gonna lie, at far away, I thought that green thing was like some kind of mini Christmas wreath or something, and thought the box was Christmas themed.
Is that like a wax stamp on it?
Probably.
That looks like a wax stamp.
To make sure it hasn't been tampered with.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's been opened, then that would be broken.
That's true. That's a very sturdy looking padlock, isn't it?
And the money box is sealed with beeswax, too.
Oh, well, there we go. So if Mr. Sholmes were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately.
Listen, Hudo, mischief that kind is not the sort of thing that Mr. Sholmes would do.
You know, you didn't finish that sentence. Don't you? I love how you casually added the do at the end. There was no do.
She was talking slower than I was reading, so... Still, her sentence wasn't done. It was going to be do, and then something happened after do.
Well, anyway, it's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money it's rightfully theirs.
But it does feel a little over the top, perhaps, doesn't it? I mean,
Miss Naruhodo,
he's been
have you not
constantly-
met the man who's currently the supposed victim?
Wait a
It's a
second.
little over the top. It's a
Uh,
little over the top. Mr. Naruhodo, who has not been on the witness stand for the last 5 days?
I don't know about being over the top, but there's something under the bottom? Oh, what's...
Have you spotted something, Mr. Naruhodo?
Just here, there's a little hole. Do you see?
Goodness, you're right. I wouldn't have noticed.
It's not a very neat hole, is it? Not professionally made, I'd say.
So, you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Shamspheare?
Possibly. It seems the people at Altamont Gas must have missed
Ow.
it.
That's my question too, mysterious voice.
We found
Well-
it in 30 seconds. How did they miss this?
It blended in with the background, I don't know. Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through the inside.
Yeah, but there's no way a coin could fit through there.
That's true, but even so, it seems a little more than suspicious.
Maybe they did spot it, but they just kind of, like, yeah, they're right. This is too small to fit a coin, so... Huh.
Do I have to read that again, or...
You could just read the second half. That's the only thing that's been added.
Alright. And there's a tiny hole in its base.
Is there anything else? I think that's really it. Okay. Well, good to know that that's there now.
I would say it has as much value as the contents of that meter.
Joke's on you.
Oof.
Well, about that.
It's so funny. I appreciate testimonies that tell us exactly what we need to do without me having to think that hard. Lady Altamont, I'm afraid to say that this meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with.
What?
Get away! I've been over and over that thing.
Oh, I hope you don't get fired after this, sir.
I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it.
I really hope you don't get fired. In that case, what do you have to say about the small hole that's been made at the base of the coin box? And I think we're gonna have to get the answer to that in the next video, because we are unfortunately out of time. So we'll see you all then.
That's my hole. It was made for me.